My keyboard is dead. Had to unplug it and plug it back in. Alright, what are we doing? Returning to Moria. Alright, we can do that. Walk our way out of wherever it is we are. We're like deep somewhere right now. Alright, Moria.
Oh, I can't wait to hear how the repellent's working.
Tested it extensively.
Oh, excellent. Substantial field testing, precise reports, and such dedication. What more could I ask for in a research assistant? So, how did my chemical repellent work? Safe and clean like a charm, I'll bet.
Your repellent is fatal to mole rats. It's like an explosive whack-a-mole. Can I get it in bullet form for people?
That's horrible. You're horrible. Oh, this thing is horrible. Everything's horrible. Oh. With that much testing, I guess it's beyond correction. Oh, go ahead and keep it. Maybe you can find a nicer use for it, but I doubt it. Oh, but for your trouble, here, have the leftover chems from working on the repellent. I'm sure you can find some use for them.
Sure, I'll sell them. We're ready for the second chapter.
There's a lot we don't know about Mirelurks and how intelligent and dangerous they are. That definitely deserves research. I hesitate to ask, but I'll need to examine the effects of serious physical trauma. I wouldn't ask if I couldn't fix you up afterwards, of course. And that should be it for the second chapter. Which do you want to check out?
What is this you're studying, Mirelurks?
Mirelurks are a big threat in some areas, and knowing more about them can help people learn to avoid or even outsmart them. So I picked up this observer device to study them in their natural habitat. I need you to hide one in one of the spawning pods in their lairs.
Sneaking into a Mirelurk lair, the pay better be worth it.
While you're working on that, I'll be following up on a lead I've got for a couple stealth boys. When you're done, they're yours. And who knows, maybe we'll learn something useful from the Mirelurks.
Fine.
That's great. I recommend the nest at the Anchorage War Memorial. I knew a trader who talked about the Mirelurks down there. Just go inside and find one of their spawning pods, probably down near the water. Put this observer inside and get out quietly. And be sure not to kill any Mirelurks inside their nest. If you do, it could ruin the validity of the study.
What if they're like already dead? You know anything about the mind wipe on the escape android?
Some say it was all a hoax, but it's real. Here, check out this holotape I found. That Commonwealth robot was real. Absolutely.
I want bullets. Bullets. What can I sell? She's got a hella cap, so I'm gonna try to take as many as possible. Just sell a psycho back to her. I don't think she has anything I want. Besides those, I guess. She'll have those for a while.
Good hunting. So, are they intelligent? Do they have a leader? Some sort of king? Ooh, or priests? Ooh, or some sort of scaly community center?
Why do we care if they're intelligent?
Okay, yes, they're jerks. But if they're intelligent, we can get them to stop and train them. Oh, maybe we could even ride them. Oh, that'd be fun. Unless it's a steaming pile of slag, I'd say yes.
My helmet's always a fucking piece of shit.
Remember, I'll buy whatever you're selling. So are they intelligent?
Buy this fucking shitty minigun. $23. Doesn't matter. I don't want it. And with the flamer, I think. Keep the missile one.
Good hunting. Do I...
Okay.
Remember that secret android project I told you about? Well, they got some serious pre-war tech on their hands. They nabbed a lipoplasticator and a microdermal graftalizer for the facial reconstruction. Not sure where they'll find a chopper with enough skills to use it without making him look like a freaking ghoul. Oh, and get this. Can you believe they found a circuit neuralizer? That or someone built one. Word is that they're going to completely rewire the brain of one of those things. If you know who they got working on this, let me know. I want to meet the guy.
Alright, we're gonna do the Mirelurk quest. We'll continue the Wasteland Survival Guide string of stuff. See where this is at. Cool, I can go right there. I may or may not have already annihilated all these motherfuckers. Well, optional is not gonna happen. Where's this spawning bed? just destroyed that dude. Coca-Cola. Hide device inside. Huzzah! Escape! Back to Moria. Rips.
Hey, don't mind the smell. I was just testing a few chemicals, but it's perfectly safe to breathe. Really?
Uh-huh.
So, are they intelligent? Do they have a leader?
Said the observer, but I don't think they'll forget my visit anytime soon.
Oh no. You didn't rile them up, did you? Because I'm not getting a very good signal from the observer. I think they buried it in the mud. Oh, I really hope that was just mud. Anyway, you saw them, at least a bit? What are your observations about them? Easier to avoid them than to fight them, you mean? Sounds like a good idea.
Probably.
Shame it's apparently hard to do in their den. I wish we could have gotten more information, but this'll have to do for the book. Here's your pay. Maybe they'll help you be sneakier next time.
My bad. Okay, let's do the injury research to finish up this chapter.
Great! I never get to study anyone who's severely injured. Not without them crying to be fixed right away or trying to bleed out and all that. But obviously, you can handle a lot of abuse. So if I'm ever going to find a good example of human anatomy and injury resistance, it'd be you. Next time you get badly injured, return here so I can examine you before I heal you up. I mean, you're going to get yourself hurt anyway, right?
This is true. Hey, thanks for that follow. Yum. Yummy, yum, yum, yum. I guess I'll get her eventually. Sure.
Wow, what a great research assistant you are. I mean, really, that's dedication. Demonstrating how to withstand pain by getting injured? Wow. When you're ready, come back here with some serious injuries. Maybe a crippled limb or two. And I'll take notes and fix you up. I'll be waiting here with plenty of bandages for you. So don't worry. Just go get horribly injured. Oh, and be careful.
Let's talk about this serious injury.
Well, how do you feel?
You seriously want me to go out and hurt myself for your book? Why not study injuries on yourself? Shoot you in the gut.
Well, I could hardly be an impartial observer in that case now, could I? It'd ruin the validity of the entire experiment. Besides, you wouldn't shoot me now, would you? How about I just leave you alone for a bit?
Alright, we're gonna go outside and blow ourselves up with a grenade. Make it easy. And quick. Burp.
Need some grub? Try
Who are you?
Please, do you have any water? I'm so thirsty.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about you.
I've been drinking this irradiated shit and I can't do it. I just throw it up now. I need purified water, please. It's Megaton. Have you been living in a hole or something? Everyone's heard of Megaton. They have plenty of water in there, but they only give it to residents or people who can pay for it.
I don't have any water.
Oh, please, if you find...
Yeah, we will. I keep forgetting about that. I forget this guy's out here. I've been forgetting since the beginning of the game. Alright, next time I find purified water, bro, I'll come for you. Right now, I'm gonna blow myself up with a grenade, though. Okay. Save. For the people. Guy's gonna pass out. He's got a crippled brain.
Well, how do you feel?
I feel terrible. This really hurts, you know.
Oh, I know it does, dear. But it's for a good cause. Try not to squirm so much while I take notes. Now, how would you describe the pain you're feeling? Any advice for how to keep it from being overwhelming? And remember, this is for posterity.
Adrenaline helps. So does the fear of death. There's a lot of both. And I saw us thinking the inflicting of pain. Like,
Ah, yes. That makes a lot of sense. And it does help when you're sewing up wounds and setting bones, too. That seems like it'd be tough to do alone. Luckily, I'm here to patch you up. Now, hold still and quit fidgeting. Ugh! How can you be walking around like this? Okay, I even stitched a little smiley face in you to keep up your spirits. It's kind of hard to see from your side, though. Here, take this environment suit of mine. It will help with medical tasks, and it should help prevent the effects of exposure, too.
Is that all the research for the second chapter?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm glad to finish it up, but I bet you're even happier, right? Just one last chapter now, and it's much safer, I promise. Oh, and here's your payment. 2 big boxes full of ammo. Think of it as insurance, in case the next chapter isn't as safe as I predict.
Ready to start searching this last chapter.
The last chapter's a bit more esoteric. It's about the survival of humanity as a whole, and how to rebuild society. Deep stuff, huh? We need to know how large settlements are formed, how to harness the old technology, and I'll need you to get ancient history from a nearby library. We're in the last stretch now, so let's finish it up strong. What's first?
Researching local history sounds easy.
Don't be so sure. You'd be surprised how confused people get, even about important things. In this case, I'm talking about Rivet City.
Oh,
it's the most
where we need to go
successful
anyway.
survivor settlement around. But no one here really knows how it started. Of course, that's why it's important to know how a place like that succeeded. So I need you to go there and do some researching.
What's the value of digging up history?
You mean, apart from making sure we don't repeat our tragic failures in a never-ending cavalcade of human pathos and suffering? Let's say a big pile of mentats. I got a shipment of those in recently. Do a good job, and maybe the people of Rivet City will reward you too.
Sounds reasonable. I'll research Rivet City's history.
Oh, now I can't wait for what you find out down there. And check around to make sure you're hearing the real deal.
Talk about their
Any luck
history.
finding out how Rivet City got started?
Rivet City is actually the remains of an ancient underwater civilization.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being silly. There's no way you went down to Rivet City and came back in less than a day.
You're right.
Why, I'm flattered. What would you like to know?
Why are you always working on weird ideas?
Well, look around at the world we live in. It may be okay to you, but I've read about what it used to be like, and this wasn't it. So we all
True.
need something that keeps us going, despite all the terrible things around us. For me, it's things like this book.
Why do you waste your talents on this garbage? I don't understand. I guess there's only 2 things.
No, it's like, did you ever try to put a broken piece of glass back together? Even if the pieces fit, you can't make it whole again the way it was. But if you're clever, you can still use the pieces to make other useful things. Maybe even something wonderful, like a mosaic. Well, the world broke just like the glass, and everyone's trying to put it back together like it was. But it'll never come together the same way.
We'll do the top one.
Hey, it sounds crazy when you say it that way, but that's what I'm aiming for. Yeah. The Wasteland Survival Guide isn't much toward that lofty goal, but it's an important one. And that's why I need your help. I don't think I can do it alone.
Got you.
See ya.
Point your eyes somewhere else.
Shut up, boy.
Good to see you.
Huh?
Huh? A long way over there. Let's find some other dude. Doves. I guess we're gonna go up in it. Whoa. Yeah, fail indeed. What the fuck? I don't really care about your other shit here, though. Listen. I can't wear power armor. Fucking Enclave out of nowhere. So we're gonna try to walk all the way to River City. See what we come across. There's something here. Blasting fools. Ammo to sell. What's over here? Dirty water. We were looking for purified. Get the buff out. Alright, continue our journey. You seem to be friendly.
What do you need? Everything has its price.
Sure does. You don't have anything I want though.
Now, I've got new reports from the settlement known as Big Town that Mr. Vault Guy has helped them out with one hell of a mess. Something about a rescue from super mutants, if you can believe that. Nice going, kid. Until next time, this is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. And now, some music.
Yeah.
Alright, peace out. Random little camps on the. Oh shit. Huh. Super mutant. Oh. Holy shit. Oh. Fucking super mutants. Destroyed. Going this way. Maybe. Maybe we're going around. Got our map. I need to go that way. Figure out how. Alright, we're going this way. Super mutants. Super mutant. Oh shit. Coming for you. You're just under some good cover right now. Did he die? What? Well. Oh well. Oh shit, 11 missiles, fuck yeah. Oh shit, 16 more. Hell yeah. We came up on some ish. Another one. Alright, back to what we were doing. Guess we're going this way. Oh shit, River City.
I'm just here to protect the merchandise.
Welcome, welcome. My name is Crow, and I travel the land offering vestments of protection. And you are fortunate I found you in time. You bear the look of one who is haunted, but I am proud to say that my wares can protect you from even the cruel claws of death itself. Have a look.
Tell me about your trade caravan.
My caravan sells clothing and armor to decorate and protect the body while it endures the ravages of the physical world. My travels take me from Canterbury Commons to where there is true need of this protection. After all, this is what they'll pay the most for.
I'm here to buy.
Have a look. See if anything calls out to you.
Sell these junky drugs to you. Impacts. And I do need a new fucking helmet. Have this one. Oh shit, that one's better. Thank you.
A pleasure doing business with you. Yes, but only if it wants. Walk well.
Fucking motorcycle helmet.
Searching for a friend out in the...
No.
Have a look. See if anything calls out to you.
Take this fucking piece of shit.
Another satisfied customer. Stay safe.
Oh, thank God. Someone new.
Oh, you need
I
water,
need water,
too?
please. Water.
I have to go for it.
Please.
Yeah, eventually.
Welcome to Rivet City. Please wait while the bridge extends.
So, time to finally pick up a bunch of more missions. Old military base.
Hold it right there. State your business in Rivet City.
Well, there's a few things. I'm looking for my father.
And who might your father be? If he lives on this boat, I know him.
I'm sure you don't know him. He lived in a vault his whole life.
Oh yeah? And I'm a fairy princess. You keep up this smart-ass attitude, and you're gonna wind up floating face down in the river.
He's disappeared. I'm just trying to find him, that's all.
All right, all right. You can go on in. If I hear about any trouble, you're gonna wind up in the river. You get me?
Let me talk to you real quick.
Is there a problem?
No, but... why did you decide to live in this rusty old tub?
We're the safest, most secure city in the Wasteland. Nothing can get in here without our say-so.
Do you know about Rivet City's history?
I don't exactly have time to worry about the history around here, now do I? I've got to worry about what's happening on it now.
I'm kind of lost. Can you help me?
I suppose.
Where's the doctor?
At the stern. That's the west end to you.
Cool.
Carry on, then.
Hey there. I'm on duty. Make it quick.
How do you get back up? Oh.
Please excuse me. There is much work to be done.
What do you do around here?
I help Dr. Lee when she needs equipment moved. I am no scientist. I just help with the heavy things.
I'm on duty. Make it quick.
You fucking it's not nailed down, huh?
I could hardly sleep.
Maybe a quick fix is something that will help you sleep. Cindy's got all kinds of good chems.
I'll try that.
Hey there.
Hell. Bunch of stuff this way.
Hello.
Nice day, huh?
Clinic.
You must be new. I'm Seagrave. If you've got anything you want to unload, stop by my shop, Rivet City Supply.
Anything. Chems, guns, how about parts and junk?
Yep, I'll take it all. One man's junk is another man's treasure.
Speech. Do you know who did the memory transfer on the escape android?
I think most of the people from back then have either moved on or passed away, sorry to say.
I'll give you 100 caps if you know who did the mind wipe.
Yep, old Pinkerton. They say he helped found Rivet City. Must be some sort of crazy genius. He kind of vanished a long time ago. I don't know where he went, but you might ask around the ship.
Do you know where I can get something to drink?
The Weatherly Hotel is a good choice. It's on the upper deck.
What do you know about Rivet City's history?
Oh, I really wouldn't know. I mean, long as I can remember, she's just been here, soaking up all the repairs and attention we can give her. I grabbed a wrench and joined in the reconstruction pretty much first thing out of the womb. But I never really cared about the politics.
Can you think of anyone from back then who might know more? What can you tell me about the reconstruction?
Oh, well, the old girl had seen a lot of damage, especially where the Mirelurks used to nest, and where the super mutants kept trying to get in. I guess the mutants and the Myers got so busy fighting each other, it gave us the time we needed to make this place shipshape. Does that tell you what you need to know? Anyway, we're here in Rivet City, and she's in good hands now.
Can you tell me if anyone else would know more?
Last feller I remember from back then was Mr. Pinkerton, and he must have left about a decade ago, after that spat with the science team. He used to have a storage shed in the broken-off bow of the ship.
There's 3 different things I'm
thought
doing
he was
here in Rivet
crazy
City
for
right
keeping
now.
stuff there. Might have kept a couple records down
Getting
there,
more.
I guess. Careful, though. Ship's a bit treacherous down there in her belly.
Alright.
Oh, right. I sort of lose track of time talking about the old girl. See you later.
Science lab. Society. Let's go this way.
Hello.
Who are you? Got any psycho? I could really use a fix, but I'm broke. Ha! I run the chem shop, but I'm broke and can't buy chems.
Why don't you just take chems from your shop?
My wife, Cindy, she's always watching the inventory. If I take any, she'll lock me out.
Trying to find out Rivet City's history. Can you help?
Huh? History? What history? There's no history here, man.
Why are you living on this boat?
It's a place to live, safe from raiders and super mutants. With Dr. Lee on our side, maybe we can even begin to rebuild the world.
Alright, peace out, brother.
Yeah, me too.
Look.
Don't even think of breaking into that.
Shut up.
Hey, Ted Strayer. You can chill with me if you want, dude.
Dude, you know, do you actually do anything here?
You mean, like fix stuff? Nah. I just hang out, dude. I've got enough chems to last a while.
This is a ship full of junkies. Can you tell me about Rivet City's history?
Dude, I only just got here myself. Ain't nothing I can tell you.
Alright, peace out, dude.
Later, dude.
Whatever.
Don't mind me. I'm just taking up space. Haven't run into you before. You probably wouldn't remember me anyway. I'm Mr. Lopez.
Why wouldn't I remember you?
Nobody does. I'm not very memorable. Don't worry. It won't be a problem for much longer.
Okay.
Yeah? What do you want?
You don't have to be such a bitch.
Oh, really? My husband ran off and got himself killed and left me to raise his little brat. So don't you tell me how I should or shouldn't be.
Bitch.
Hi. What do you want?
You don't need to be scared, brother.
I ain't scared, and I ain't your son. Any other stupid questions, asshole?
Don't mind me. Stay away from me. What do you want? Are you one of them?
Yes, I'm one of them. I have been for years.
No. Don't take me back. I would rather die than be a slave for that awful Alistair Tenpenny.
So you're an escaped slave. Now I understand.
No. Please don't tell Sister. I think he's a slaver. I don't want to be taken by him.
Here's 25 caps. Go buy a gun, brother.
Thank you. I'll go to Flak and Shrapnel's just before closing. I don't have anything to give you, but I think I can trust you with a secret. If you ever go up north, there is a secret slave hideout called Temple of the Union. You might find them useful.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Janice Kaplinski, Chief Botanist. What do you need?
I'm looking for my father. Have you seen him?
I did see a man talking to Dr. Lee, but I really shouldn't be discussing it. She's already in a bad mood. I'd hate to make it worse. You should probably just talk to her about it.
What about Rivet City's history?
If it hasn't got to do with the science quarters, I'm probably not the one to ask. And Dr. Lee's so busy, you really shouldn't disturb her work.
I'm gonna.
So long.
Well, I'm gonna.
Dr. Lee is trying to save lives, and your constant interruptions are interfering with those efforts. Now please, stand aside.
I'm sure the good doctor's work with water purification is fascinating. But if you only knew what was at stake. The technology in that android...
What's at stake? You won't tell me what's at stake. Vagaries and secrecy. A robot's a robot, Zimmer, no matter how shiny the paint job. Now, please.
Ignorance and facetiousness. That's all you people are good for. Shiny paint job indeed. You can't even imagine the Commonwealth's accomplishments.
You know, if you're so smart, maybe you could help us, But no, that never even crossed your mind. Go peddle your selfishness somewhere else.
Fine, but I'm not leaving. Not until I've spoken to Dr. Lee. I'll be here when she's ready to abandon her chemistry set and talk real science.
Suit yourself. Hey there.
Hey there. I'm looking for my father. Have you seen him?
Look, some of us are trying to get work done here. There have been enough disruptions recently. Anybody coming through here would have to talk to Dr. Lee. Why don't you go bother her about it?
Is Dr. Lee as smart as they say she is?
She's certainly head and shoulders above most everyone else around here. Though, that's not saying much.
Can I get a drink around here? Preferably something clean?
The Weatherly Hotel is a good choice. It's on the upper deck.
Peace.
Bye.
You there. What are you, some kind of lab assistant? No, you look a bit more weathered. Are you by any chance for hire?
Probably. That depends. What exactly are we talking about?
To the point. I like that. Well, as it turns out, I've misplaced some very sensitive property.
Cut the chase, Zimmer. What's the job?
You'll be searching for an android. Do you know what an android is? No, I imagine you don't. All you know of robots are those buckets of bolts, those Mr. Handshakers and whatnot. Well, that's not all a robot can be. Not in the Commonwealth. I'm talking about artificial persons that think and feel and do what we program them to. And occasionally, they get confused and wander off.
Sounds like slavery to me. Sure they don't wander off on purpose? Interesting. What's this got to do with me? Enough technobabble, Zimmer. Just tell me what you want me to do.
Isn't it quite clear? You are to locate my android. He must have done something drastic, like facial surgery and a mind wipe, or else I would have found him by now. It will be no easy task. He may not even realize he's an android. Don't upset him by talking with him. Just come get me immediately. I'll handle it.
I'll be compensated for my services, correct?
Of course. I have at my disposal advanced technology from the Commonwealth. I'd be willing to share some of it with you. Just think, you'll be the envy of all your friends.
Sure.
Excellent. Locate my android, and you won't be disappointed. Here, listen to this message he sent me. He's mocking me. I swear, I'll make him pay for that.
I need to know more about what I'm dealing with. What is this android exactly?
Forget everything you know about robots. Those buckets are mere children's toys compared to the real thing. Androids have fake skin and blood and are programmed to simulate human behavior, like breathing. They can even eat and digest food realistically.
Any suggestions on finding him?
Like I said, I suspect he's had facial reconstruction and possibly even a mind wipe. Search the offices of doctors or techies for android information. If he's come into contact with these people, there may be records. Start with Dr. Preston. He lives on this leaky boat. See if he knows anything. He's a doctor, after all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy trying to ignore my surroundings.
If this android wandered off, why would he want a new mind and face?
Maybe he didn't exactly wander off. Maybe he fled. Escaped captivity, as it were, if he began to misinterpret his situation. It's possible my android sought to forget his previous life. Wipe away all memory, all guilt. Trick himself into believing he really is human. So no, He may not be just an ordinary robot, but he's certainly not human, no matter how badly he wishes it so. I made him. I want him. End of story.
For show. Why would an android feel guilt? Come on, Zimmer. What are you telling me?
By God, you're as annoying as you are clever. Very well. I'll tell you what you want to know, if it helps you locate my property. The duty of this particular unit was the hunting and capturing of other escaped androids. Yes, others have escaped. It's one of the side effects of having such an advanced AI. Machines start to think for themselves, fool themselves into believing they have rights. And so, this particular android may have believed he'd done something wrong, immoral, and wanted to forget those deeds. Satisfied now?
Okay, so if others have escaped, why are you coming after just this one?
This particular android, designation A321, is different, special, the most advanced synthetic humanoid I've ever developed. The others, like my escort Armitage there, are all older models, easily replicated. But A321? It will take years to recreate him. So you see, this android must be located at all costs. The others are all acceptable losses, but A321, he is irreplaceable.
I'm tracking down the location and equipment used to perform the face job.
You've managed to sniff the trail. Good job. Keep me informed on your progress. Well, why are you still standing there? The sooner you find my property, the sooner I can get out of this slum.
Sounds like the android is definitely given new memories.
Good job. You've confirmed what I suspected all along. Now, why don't you go out and figure out who did the memory work? Standing around all day chit-chatting isn't going to help you track down my android, is it?
Yeah, but I'm so busy asking you shit. So tell me about the Commonwealth.
The Commonwealth itself is nothing but a war-ravaged quagmire of violence and despair. Inside the sealed environment of the Institute, however. But the Institute's affairs are none of your concern. Your undeveloped mind couldn't even begin to comprehend what we've accomplished.
You're cool, another condescending dick. Tell me about the history.
Looks to me like a giant boat ran aground and a bunch of savages moved in. History lesson over.
Cool.
Of course you do.
That's close enough. Keep your hands where I can see them.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you. My heavens, you look so much like him.
Oh, shit.
You're James's son, aren't you? What are you doing here?
Wait, how do you know who I am? Wait, you know my father? Have you seen him?
Well, yes, of course I do. Don't you know who I am? I suppose James never told you. Typical. I'm Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your father many years ago. Your mother as well, in fact. You'll have to forgive me, this has all been very stressful. What with your father suddenly showing up here after being gone for so long. You have to understand that we put all of that behind us. Project Purity, our work, all of it. We've moved on, even if your father hasn't.
What do you know about Rivet City's history?
I could tell you all about the science lab, but even though I was here near the start, I can't really help with the details of how it all worked out. It all seems like a lifetime ago. I'm afraid I've had a lot of things on my mind since those early days.
What kind of place is this?
Rivet City is one of the few bastions of civilization left in the land. We're working to rebuild our society, to make the world livable again.
You ever hear of someone named Pinkerton?
That idiot? He left so long ago, most folk don't even remember him. He claimed to have found a secret stash of technology somewhere in the ship. Then he just disappeared.
What do you know about Zimmer?
That man doesn't have you looking for his pet android, does he? I've already told him to lay off it. He's distracting my entire team.
I'm trying to find my father. Have you seen him?
You mean you haven't? I assumed he sent you here. For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there.
This isn't about me. This is about my father. Now, where is he?
Your father is no longer here, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't use that tone with me.
I'm sorry. Could you please tell me where he is gone?
Your father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way it would work. Predictably, he refused to listen to me. He says he can prove it will work and headed off to the old lab. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you.
Where's this old lab?
It's in the old Jefferson Memorial Building, northwest of here. Please, don't go after him. It was foolish of him to even think about going there alone.
Can you remind me where my father is, Winch?
The last I knew, he was headed back to the lab at Project Purity in the old Jefferson Memorial Building. I still say it's dangerous, and he shouldn't have risked it. That's all I know.
Can you tell me more about my parents?
I suppose so. I worked with them for several years until your mother died, and your father decided it was time to leave. What else do you want to know?
What was my father like back then?
James? He was very driven, determined to change the world. Well, we all were back then, I suppose. He was focused on two things, really. Making Project Purity work, and your mother. When she died, I think he gave up. I know he wanted to keep you safe, but I think part of what he did was run away. But it seems that he never really was able to get over the idea. I'm frankly shocked that he waited all this time and wants to try again.
I never knew my mother. What can you tell me about her?
Yes, your mother was... well, she was a good woman. A very dedicated scientist. Your father loved her very much. It was a shame that she died. She had been excited to meet you.
Why did my mother die?
Complications from childbirth. None of us were expecting it. We weren't as prepared as we could have been. You have to understand, we were struggling with scavenged, derelict equipment. We did everything we could.
I understand. I'm sure you did everything you could. You weren't prepared? My mother is dead.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry it wasn't enough. Okay. What do you want to know?
Is there any way you can help me out? What is this lab? What are you doing here?
This is the Rivet City Science Lab. It's taken many long years to put together, but we've done well for ourselves. Our work on portable fusion power and hydroponics are coming along quite nicely, if not quite according to schedule.
Tell me about this project you've worked on with my father.
Project Purity, we called it. What do you want to know?
What was the point of it?
It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Such a simple idea, and yet so impossible to realize. The plan was to build a facility that could purify all the water in the tidal basin at once. No radiation, no muck, just clear water. It just turned out to be more difficult than we anticipated.
Why didn't it work?
We had the basic principles down. We understood most of the science behind it, but the radiation in the area is so pervasive. Small-scale tests were fine, but anytime we tried to test the process on a larger scale, it was just too much. Maybe if we'd had more time, or better equipment.
Why did you stop working on it? What happened?
You happened. It wasn't just
shit.
you. We had more problems than we could handle already, but your birth is what finally pushed it over the edge. Your father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for, and he left. He left all of us. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore. Without their protection, we had to abandon the Purifier. Okay.
I'd like to know more about you.
What? Well, I'm not sure what there is to tell. Your father and I, we worked together for a long time. I think we were really on to something. But then there were complications. The project was abandoned and your father disappeared. I returned here to Rivet City and established the lab you see before you now.
Is there any way I can help? Or you can help me out?
Look, I don't want to be harsh, but I have problems of my own. I don't have the resources to support James's foolish endeavors, or you're chasing after him. I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry. I'm not in a position to help you.
Fine.
You understand, I have enough to worry about already. Good luck finding your father.
You've been rather busy lately. Asking questions, investigating. So is that it? You're some kind of investigator? A detective for hire? Or do you have some kind of personal grudge against an innocent android who simply wants to be left alone? Please tell me. I'd really like to know.
Whoever this missing android is, I just want to help, okay?
Well, if that's true, then the first thing you need to do is halt your investigation. No more questions. No more searching. The movement I'm involved with, we help his kind escape their Commonwealth-imposed slavery. We help them disappear. You understand?
What would you have me do?
You really want help? Take this. It's an internal component from the very android you're searching for. Don't ask how I obtained it. Present it to Dr. Zimmer in Rivet City. Tell him the android is dead, and that was on the corpse. He'll believe you. Do that, and Zimmer will go back to the Commonwealth and leave that poor soul alone. Do that, and you'll have saved a man's life.
If I help you, is there some kind of reward?
Of course. If you help me, and thus the android, God and the universe will smile upon you. Is there any better compensation?
Yeah, money. Anything else I should know?
Just understand that this android is now, for all intents and purposes, a man. He looks human, he acts human, he believes he is human. But even if he's not, even if he's a machine, he's capable of rational thought and emotion. So you see, his soul is as human as yours or mine. This person, and he is a person, deserves a chance at freedom. Please, if there's a shred of decency in you, don't take that away from him.
I got you. What's this movement you mentioned?
We call ourselves the Railroad. Our mission is the rescue and salvation of synthetic humanoids. Androids, as they're more commonly known.
What about the human slaves? Don't you try to help them too?
Yes, if we are able. But there are others in the Wasteland who assist in the plight of human slaves. Our android brethren have only us.
Can I join the railroad?
Tell you what. You deliver that component to Zimmer and tell him the android is dead, and you can consider yourself a member in good standing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what you...
What's up, brother?
What?
Hey, the android's dead. See? Internal component.
What? Let me see that. This is a neuroservo. Unique to the A321. And you say you got this from his corpse? I suppose there's no other way you could have obtained it. Well, damn it! I was afraid this would happen. Out here in this wasteland. Well, here's 50 caps for your troubles. Try to buy yourself an education out here in this hell. Good day.
This guy's a dick. He definitely doesn't deserve that. The android. This sounds kind of cool. A weird little summon.
You did a good thing delivering that component to Zimmer, telling him the android was dead. For that, I'm going to entrust you with some information. The android's transformation was done by a man named Pinkerton, here in Rivet City. He's hidden down in the broken fore section of the ship. You'll need to swim to reach him, but if you're inclined, Pinkerton can perform a facial reconstruction on you as well. It won't disguise your identity, but you'll be able to experience life in a new skin and truly understand that we're all human on the inside.
For show.
Yes?
Quite an impressive collection, isn't it? Well, don't be shy. Have a look around. Abraham Washington's the name. Curator of this little slice of American history.
Yes, it's an interesting collection indeed.
Ah, a fellow scholar, I see. Each of the documents in this room tells a small but important story about the history of the United States of America. Unfortunately, the greatest prize of all is missing from the collection.
It has to be the Declaration of Independence.
Why, yes. Your knowledge of American history is quite impressive. What an amazing crown jewel in my collection that would be. The original document created by the people for the people.
If you want me to retrieve the Declaration, all you have to do is ask.
Oh, would you? It would mean so much to me and the Society's collection here.
I'd love to be a part of history. I'll bring you the Declaration. Oh, what's this reward, though?
You'd secure your place in history. The man who rediscovered the Declaration of Independence. Imagine the fanfare.
Can we stop beating around the bush, please? What's the reward?
Sorry, my mind tends to wander. I will see to it that you receive a worthwhile trade. I have in my possession the only known schematic for the creation of something called the railway rifle.
Oh, hell yeah.
Bring me the Declaration, and it's yours.
Got you.
Excellent! You won't regret it, I promise you. Imagine, you are taking part in another chapter of American history. I envy you. You can find the Declaration of Independence in the ruins of the National Archives.
Can you show me how to get to the National Archives on my map?
In the DC ruins, you'll find the National Archives, or what's left of it anyway. The building should contain the document in a protective glass case. Be careful. The place is swarming with super mutants. Here, let me pinpoint its location for you.
Do you know the history of this place?
It's funny now that you ask. I can tell you all about the Capitol, but I really haven't got any idea about Rivet City itself. I can't see how important it is compared to the Capitol's history, but maybe Bannon might know something. He's in the governing council, after all.
I have a few questions about the Declaration.
Please ask then. After all, knowledge is power.
All this info on the Declaration, where'd you get it? I don't like secrets.
Well, this is quite embarrassing, actually. I sent someone like yourself after the Declaration. She did some of the research for me, but now I haven't seen her in a few months. I wouldn't worry about it. Many have died for causes far less grand than what you're about to undertake.
What does the Declaration of Independence look like?
A piece of what was called parchment, sort of a thick paper, has faded handwritten writing all over it. It's no more than 2.5 feet tall and 2 feet wide. If you find it, you should be able to roll it up carefully.
What's the history behind the document?
On July the 4th in 1776, a group calling themselves the Second Judgmental Congress got together at Fort McHenry in Maryland. After a ceremony which ended with Paul Revere singing the famous battle hymn known as the National Anthem, the document was signed. From there, it was sent to England by plane, presumably, and presented to King George himself. Thus began the Evolutionary War. Certainly. Oh? And have you come to any conclusions? Ah. Unfortunately. In 1770, in a you remember?
Yeah.
You followed me all the way over here.
Bye. Hello.
Hello.
I heard that the city council is debating putting
Yes?
ribbons on the flight deck.
I am Father Clifford of St. Monica's Church.
Who's St. Monica?
She is the patron saint of lost children, very popular among the faithful of Rivet City. I'm surprised you've never heard of her. If you want to hear her story, it will be the topic of my sermon on Sunday. Services begin at 8 a.m. You should come.
You're a priest?
Yes, my flock is all of Rivet City. You should come to services this Sunday. I'll be telling the tale of St. Monica.
I think Mr. Lopez is suicidal.
Yes, I know. I've been counseling him for some time now. He used to go stand on the observation balcony all afternoon. He's down to only an hour or so at 3 o'clock.
Do you know the history of this place?
Oh, it's not the past of the city that I dwell upon, but the future of its inhabitants. But if you're interested, I believe Miss Weatherly or Mr. Bannon would be glad to speak with you on the subject.
Alright.
Saint Monica bless you.
Deuces.
God bless you. I'm Diego, the acolyte for St. Monica's.
Who's St. Monica?
St. Monica saved her own son's soul from eternal damnation. She is now the patron saint of lost children for the faithful everywhere. You really should come to church on Sunday mornings. The sermon will be all about St. Monica.
For sure. There's a church?
Oh, yes. Father Clifford conducts services every Sunday morning. You should come.
If you're the acolyte, who's the priest?
Father Clifford. The sanctuary is in the
Guy
ship's
just
floor
woke up,
on the upper
dude.
deck. The good father holds services every Sunday morning.
Could I ask you about Rivet City's history?
I heard tell the place used to be run by raiders until someone cleared the whole place out. But I don't really know for sure. God bless you.
Peace out, brother.
They're all eating breakfast at Gary's. They'll
Don't tell me your problem.
Just ask. That's secure for a reason. This here is Flack and Shrapnel's gun shop. Pretty catchy, huh? Take a look around. If you see anything you like, I'll be right over here.
Aren't you afraid someone will use your guns to rob you?
Here, in Rivet City? I'm packing, and most of the rest of these guys are packing. Not to mention security.
Is there anywhere I can get a drink?
Try the Muddy Rudder. They don't ask too many questions down on the lower deck.
Did you know that Paulie Cantinelli's an addict?
Yeah, he's totally strung out. It's gonna kill him one of these days.
Can I see what you got?
Need to do some killing, eh?
Always gotta do some killing.
Another satisfied customer. No. Fred, I can't help you, pal. Been here for years, but all I know about the history is that it's a safe place to settle down. Maybe Bannon can help you out. He sure acts like he knows it all. If you need more ammo, this is where to get it.
Oh.
Decided to check out the shop. I don't put the good stuff out on the table. If you're interested, I can show you the stuff in the locker. Need to do some... A pleasure doing... If you need...
Welcome to Potomac Attire. I am Bannon, proprietor and city council member.
Oh, you're who we're looking for.
I carry discriminating attire for discriminating customers.
I see you're also a person of refinement.
Between you and me, keeping out the riffraff is good for business.
So you're on the city council.
Dr. Lee, Chief Harkness, and I are all on the council. We meet every Monday morning. I can be very influential, if you know what I mean. Far more than Seagrave Holmes.
Seagrave, oh yeah, he's kind of clueless, huh?
So you've met him, eh? Well, he wants to replace me on the council. Now, I can't have that. No siree. He's a shady character, I just can't prove it. If someone were to find something incriminating in his room, well, let's just say I would be very appreciative. Dr. Lee, Chief Hart... Straight to the point, I like that.
No. Okay. Did I ask you about the River City's history?
Why, I practically set this whole place up. When I got here 12 years ago, it was just a handful of dead-enders squatting in a rusted-out rowboat. Now I'm on the council, and with my leadership, we're the strongest settlement in the wastes. Of course, a few of those dead-enders still stick around, but who'd want to leave?
Hasn't River City been around longer than 12 years?
Well, yes, but it was hardly any place of importance until I arrived on the scene. That's all ancient history now. No one would ever care about it. If you insist on wasting your time on that, you could try that bartending old crone down below, Belle Bonnie.
Been a pleasure, bro.
Come back soon. Closing time.
This is a quick fix. I mean, that's the name of our shop. Polly and mine, that is. My name is Cindy. Cindy Cantelli.
Damn, you sound like you've been sampling your own stuff.
No. I would never do that. Polly does. Sample it, I mean. He's my deadbeat husband.
So your husband's the addict.
He's hopeless. I have to keep him away from the shop, or he'll rob us blind. One of these days, he's going to end up dead.
Where can I get a stiff drink?
The Muddy Rudder. Belle waters down the liquor, but it's cheap. It's on the lower deck. Nice to see you again. Are you looking for a quick fix?
Tell me about the history.
Well, I don't really know, to tell the truth. How does any city get started, really? But I've heard Bannon talk about how he was responsible for its success. So I'd ask him about it.
Yeah, he didn't know shit.
We've got all kinds of chems. Thanks. I'm sure you'll be back soon.
It was so noisy. I could hardly sleep.
Maybe a quick fix
One
has
of the
something
new
that will help you.
immigrants
May I
died.
take your
City's
order?
got all kinds
of... Let me introduce myself. I am Gary Staley, gourmet chef and gourmand. I'll be preparing your meal. My specialty is Meyerlurk cakes, although the iguana is very popular too.
I am partial to Murloc cakes myself.
Then you are in for a treat.
Did you know that Pauline Kennelly is an addict?
Yeah, he comes by every night around closing time and tries to get Cindy to let him close up. Thank God she's smarter than that.
I am kind of hungry.
Here is our menu, sir.
You know anything about River City?
I know a lot of places opened up when they got the hydroponics bay working, but that's hardly the start of it all, is it? Actually, Vera Weatherly might know more. She's always here and talking with folks, so if anyone's picked up a story or two, it'd be her. Thank you for coming to Gary's Galley.
Good camps.
Yeah,
Hello.
I'll try that. River water.
The ship's
Hey.
water isn't much better. If we
Hey.
don't get fresh water soon,
Gary,
Hey there.
too much.
Hey there.
What do you people do here all day?
We're the lucky ones. We don't have to fight just to survive. We have normal jobs. I clean the halls. It might not look like it, but you should have seen it before.
I'm researching the history. Can you tell me anything about it?
Oh, I don't know about that. For all I know, it's had survivors on it since the war. I'm just thankful it's here. Maybe if you ask Bannon. He's been simply wonderful on the council, so I'm sure he'd be glad to help with your question.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Like cakes and make it quick.
This place could use a few more people willing to work. Everything is falling apart.
I need to get
I'm the
to
only
work.
one willing to
This
fix it.
wall won't clean themselves.
Welcome to Rivet City Supply. I've got a little bit of everything here. Take a look around.
Bannon tells me you're trying to steal this council seat?
Steal it? Hardly. He runs the council like it's his own personal bank account. He's supposed to represent all the market businesses, not just himself. It's about time he was replaced.
True.
See you later.
Hey,
Welcome to Flak and Shrapnel's best goddamn weapons anywhere.
morning.
I heard that the city council is debating putting railings on...
Morning. Don't tell me your problems.
Hey,
Good to see you.
Welcome to the Weatherly. Mr. Buckingham at your service.
Who's your owner, Rust Bucket?
I serve Miss Vera Weatherly, proprietor of the Weatherly Hotel. Not that it's any of your business.
What is this place?
This is the Weatherly Hotel. It's the finest establishment in Rivet City.
How much for a room?
Oh, the mere 120 caps.
No, thank you.
Very good, sir. Yes, sir.
Welcome to the Weatherly Hotel. I'm your hostess, Vera Weatherly.
Have you heard any interesting gossip?
Well, I really shouldn't tell you, but have you heard about Polly Cantelli? He's addicted to chems. His poor wife, Cindy, is at her wit's end.
So, are there any other fun rumors?
You haven't heard? Angela has the hots for Diego. But since he's a priest, he's been putting her off. One of these days, she's just going to jump his bones.
Any other rumors?
They say Mr. Lopez is losing it. He stands on the top of the
she's
bridge
telling
tower
us all
for
kinds of
hours
shit.
at a time, just staring out over the city.
Barrett, your nephew Brian lost his folks and needs a place to live.
Poor dear. I know what it's like to be alone. I'd love to take him in. Don't worry. I have the means to keep him fed and healthy, but most importantly, safe.
I think Brian would love a new home. I'll send him along shortly.
Oh, That's wonderful. If you ever wander back into Rivet City, why don't you check up on us? You're always welcome. Welcome back, sir.
So what's the story with Dr. Lee?
She's not very social. Stays in her lab in the stern. She's smart, though. Real smart.
What's it like living on a giant ship?
It's noisy, dark, and smelly. But we're safe here. No super mutants or raiders. And maybe Dr. Lee will find a way to get clean water for us.
Well, do you know anything about River City's history?
Well, I could tell you all about my hotel. But I'm sure I don't know anything about how Rivet City itself got started. I mean, you hear rumors and you make guesses, but I really couldn't say I know for sure. And I'd hate to lead you down the wrong path.
Is there anyone you know who knows more?
Actually, now that you mention it, Seagrave may know more about it. He's been here since he was just a boy, and I can't imagine anyone knows this ship better than he does.
Well, thank you, Vera.
Farewell.
Morning. Don't know you, don't care. Keep it short.
You know where I can offload some guns?
You're kidding, right? Flak and shrapnel's in the market. I'm shrapnel, you idiot.
Well then, tell me about this history.
History?
Fuck if I know.
Hell, fuck if I care. Let's have a look at it. Bye.
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
We'd best not be seen speaking with each other further. If you want a new face, you'll need to swim to reach him, but it won't.
What else do you want from me? I've already told you everything I know. I don't understand why you're still here.
Bitch.
Good luck,
Some people are. Be careful around these fruits and vegetables. They're worth more to us than you are. So long.
What do you need? Bob?
I've talked to all these cunts.
Please excuse me. There is much work to be done.
Whoa. What's the rush, dude? Later, dude.
Yes?
I'm Belle Bonnie, and this is the Muddy Rudder. I'll tell you what I tell all the fresh meat. Don't start anything down here, or I'll have Brock kick your ass.
Nice place you have.
You must be drunk. Are you gonna order or what?
I heard any good stories lately?
Go talk to Vera if you want gossip. I don't talk bad about folks.
Is Polly really addicted to chems?
Oh yeah, he's a mess.
I don't talk
Glad
bad
I'm not in
about
Cindy's
folks.
shoes.
Immediately proceeds to talk bad about folks. Have any stories about this place's history?
History? What, not enough shit around here already? You need to dig up more? Don't know if it ever had an official start. It's just been here forever. Stuck in the river and full of assholes.
I bet someone like here hears stories. Can't share one?
No, I can't fucking well share one. What sort of moron are you? But fine. It'll get you out of my face. Go down to Pinkerton's shed in the broken off bow of the ship. If he decides to give you a history lesson, it's no business of mine. Now get the hell out of my bar.
In there, mouthy bitch.
What the hell do you want? What'll you have? Thanks. I'll be right here when you get thirsty. I really hope you're not thinking of breaking into there.
Fuck yeah, I was. Blood.
Hello.
Hola.
Hey.
Probably still a lot to do in here. I haven't been over here.
I'm looking for troublemakers. Have you seen any?
Is there a problem?
I heard you're on some sort of city council?
Bannon and Dr. Lee and I all meet on Monday mornings to talk about citywide issues. It's pretty informal. The council doesn't have much real power.
What can you tell me about Dr. Lee?
She's one of the members of the council. Runs the science lab here. Don't bother her unless it's important. Her lab is in the stern end of the ship. Carry on, then.
If you want any of this shit, just say so. Otherwise, keep your fingers the hell away from the triggers.
I'm thinking about buying some ordnance.
What you looking for?
I'm Tammy. Have you seen my good-for-nothing son lately? The little shit is usually up to no good.
There are no bad children, only bad parents.
What a load of crap. Obviously you've never had to take care of some squealing little brat.
Shut up, bitch.
Welcome to Gary's Galley. Can I take your order?
What is this place?
It's named after my dad. He's a great cook.
Why is James Hargrave such a brat?
James's mom, Tammy, is a real bitch. She treats him like crap. I think it's because she drinks too much.
Yeah. What do you have?
Here's a menu.
Do the men on this ship give you much trouble?
You mean like hitting on me? No. Most of them are polite. Even the ones like Diego that I'd want to flirt with seem to ignore me.
Brutal. So you and Diego are in love?
Well, one of us is. Sometimes it seems like he doesn't even know I'm there.
Unfortunately, you can't force a man's attention. You're a woman. Just seduce him.
Yeah, right. I don't think I could get him drunk enough to do that. I wish I had some ant pheromones. Trini says they would make any man lose control. I heard the place was settled by mercenaries who used to scavenge DC, but I don't really know. Thank you for coming to Gary's Galley.
Notes. Wei Wong is afraid of a man named Sister. City. Zimmerman, who's currently at River City, is searching for an android. He believes an android.
Morning.
Hey there.
Good to see you.
Hey there.
Don't even think of breaking into that.
Good to see you. Tamper with that, and we're going to have a problem.
Nothing stops the railroad.
Nice to see you.
Don't mind me. I'm just...
Hey, good looking. How come you haven't bought me a drink yet?
Here's 5 caps. Go ahead and pick your poison.
Now that's what I like in a man. Enough caps to buy a lady a drink.
Can I ask you about River City's history?
Can't help you with the history, honey.
I hate to do this, but then I have to go.
You're lost, sugar. Come and see me again sometime.
taking up space here. Just leave me alone.
Hey.
May I take your order? Take a look around. I got all kinds of stuff in here. Oh, I really wouldn't know. I mean, long as I can remember,
Vera spoke highly of you. Said that you would know of this place.
She did? Well, I suppose I've picked up a lot over the years. I mean, no one's spent more time tinkering on this old girl than I have. Oh, Rivet City, I mean. Not Vera. I mean, Vera's not old. And I haven't tinkered on her, obviously. Not that I wouldn't. I mean, no. Anyway, you might find some clues in Pinkerton's place, in the broken-off bow. He was around before me and used to store stuff there before he left. See you later. I really hope you're not thinking of breaking into there.
Have a seat anywhere. Someone will be with you in a minute. Hey there. Welcome to Potomac. Disgusting, isn't it? Someone should talk to that boy. He has no business hanging around that tramp if he's going to be a priest. Come back.
I heard that the city council
There was some sort of battle in the city yesterday. The gate guard said that the gunfire went on for over an hour.
That's why I'm glad I'm in here. Good old Rivet City.
That was bad.
Me too.
I'm sure
Nothing is getting through these walls. Welcome to a quick fix.
Hey.
Made your mind up yet? The poor dear. I wish there was something I could do to help her. That boy ought to just give her a tumble. It would be good for both of them. I'm sure you'll be back soon.
Hey, stranger. Want to buy a girl a drink?
Remember that child that fell off the...
Ah, I knew you wouldn't be able to stay away from my cuisine for long. Yeah, I know. Thank God he's a priest. At least I know nothing's going on between them. Father Clifford would kick him out of the priesthood if he ever found out. Thank you for coming.
The deck last year.
If you want any of this
Yeah, that was bad. I'm sure... Yes, sir? Well... Especially if he is a priest with a thick skull. Well, I'm not giving up. I just know we're made for each other. Thank you.
Rivet City.
Me
Let
too.
me or a security
Nothing
officer...
is... Made up your mind? If you're getting
No,
through
see
these
anything
walls...
out of the ordinary. Is there a problem?
Everything looks okay here.
There was some sort of battle in the city yesterday. The gate guard said the gunfire went on for over an hour.
That's why I'm glad I'm in here. Good old Rivet City.
Me too. Nothing is getting through these walls.
Hello.
shit. Motherfucker.